Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons. I am your host, Laura Simmons. And today, my special guest is Miss Breezy of Breezy Films from Chicago. Can you can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
You there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can. Um, Welcome, guys. Welcome. Please come in, share, comment, and like. Today, my guest is Miss Breezy on in I'm sorry, you guys. Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons. I am here in the building, guys. All right, Miss Breezy, how are you today?
Busy, busy, busy. That's all I can say.
You've been busy, busy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready
Can
and
you tell my audience a little bit about yourself?
yeah. So my name is I go by the name of Miss Breezy, CEO of Breezy Films. I am a screenwriter, director, producer, award-winning filmmaker. I have produced 3 reality shows. Basically, I've touched my hands on.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Did you hear what I said?
I'm having problems. I heard some of it. Then I didn't hear everything you had said. I don't know what was happening there, but no, I didn't hear everything. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you keep going in and out. I don't know why. Can you hear me clearly?
Okay. I turned my Wi-Fi off. Yeah, I hear you fine.
Huh? You want to try and go out and come back in and see if that's what it is?
Oh,
Because your screen keep
okay, one
freezing up.
second. Okay, one.
Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, we having a little technical difficulties, but we will be all right. But anyway, before while I'm waiting on my guests to come back into the show, I'm gonna talk about a little bit of someone. To y'all know, this month is Breast Cancer Month. Ladies, 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 please get the mammograms. You got to make sure that you up on those mammograms because that breast cancer is no joke. I hate cancer. Cancer sucks, and I just want to make sure that everybody is getting those annual checkups like you're supposed to. I know they say that you're supposed to be, I think it's 40 years of age in order to get a breast exam. But I remember getting mine early. I got mine at, I think I was like 25 when I got my first breast exam because breast cancer runs in my family. So I got it at an early age. But um, make sure you guys are getting those checkups. Also, this month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well. Um, there are numbers to call if you are in a situation where you are being abused in any way. Abuse is so many different forms. You know, sometimes people don't believe that yelling and screaming, that's a form of abuse. You know, when people talk to you, down talk you, or have you feeling like you are less of a person, that is like an abuse. So Make sure that you are aware of the people that you were with and who you're dating and who you're married to, whatever the case may be. Make sure that you are um, reaching out for help because there are so many young ladies that are dying because of the domestic violence. So the two basically both are killing, taking our people out of here, breast cancer as well as domestic violence. So make sure that you are okay. So make sure that you are getting your checkup. All right, guys, here we go with my guest for tonight, Miss Breezy. She is a producer, director, and filmmaker, and an award-winning filmmaker from Chicago. Guys, welcome Miss Breezy to the stage. Come on, Miss Breezy.
Hey, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Hello, hello, hello.
Can you hear
Are
me?
you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Huh? I don't see you though. I can't see you.
Oh, my camera's on. I don't know. Let me see.
Okay, there you go. I got you. Got you
Okay.
now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Okay. So I was telling them that you are from Chicago. You are a filmmaker out of Chicago. Yes,
Yeah.
Chicago, y'all. All
Time.
right. Um, I don't know if they heard, huh? I don't know if they heard you the first time, but can you like kind of tell them a little bit about yourself?
Once again, my name is Miss Breezy, CEO of Breezy Films. I am an award-winning filmmaker, screenwriter, director, and producer. I've been in the industry for over 15 years. I've done everything entertainment, from entertainment news on the radio, performing arts academies, writing, directing, producing. I've published 2 books. Um, I've managed artists from Chicago. I've done artists. I've managed models, over 50 models with my company. I'm a publicist for Simmons and a couple of other
Oh,
people
yeah.
out here in Chicago. Um, Anything entertainment. It's I've done production assistant for celebrities. I tour with celebrities. I don't think it's anything entertainment that I haven't really got my hands on. So anything entertainment, that's me.
Wow. That is awesome. I'm so proud of you. I don't even know you, but I am proud of you because one, you are a sister, a strong sister, and I'm so excited just, because of what you do. I mean, this is something that I always wanted to get into myself. I don't have a clue as how to get into it, but I am so excited for you
Thank you
as an
so much. I
African
appreciate
American lady. Mhm.
it. Thank you.
So, what made you pursue filmmaking?
Well, every year I started my company in 2009, called Breezy Entertainment, and I started off managing models, and then I branched off to managing artists, producing music, and every year I wanted to do a big project, one big project each year to really figure out what it is I wanted to do in the entertainment field. I was going to school from
Mm.
2006 to 2015. I have a bachelor's in music business, a master's in entertainment business, and a second master's in PR. But I just didn't know like what part of the industry I wanted to do. So I tackled everything from music to PR to management, and I loved every bit, but I wanted to challenge myself and do something different. So in 2014, I had a dream, and I just thought about like, ooh, I be watching these. I'm a movie fanatic, but I be like, oh, they should have did this right. They should have did this the other way. They should have did this. So I'm like, I'm gonna write my own movie. So 7 years ago, I had a vision. I contacted someone that was referred to me by a girl named Nicole Washington. I told her everything that I wanted to happen in this movie. I just didn't know about writing. I didn't know how to actually format it. So I told her my dream, my vision, my creativity that I wanted to happen, and she made it happen within like 60 days. It was a birthday gift in February for me, a full feature film written for me. It was exactly what I told her I wanted to happen, how I wanted it to be done. Um, and I put it up on you. I had a movie premiere for it at the ICE theaters. I put it up on YouTube and received over 1.7 million views. And it sparked a fire in me, like, whoa, I almost got 2 million views, like on an independent film. So I'm like, ooh, now I wanted to challenge myself. So that was 2014. 2017, I decided to write my own first movie called A Promise That Was Broken. I wrote that movie. 2018, I premiered it. It became a huge success. It ended up getting on Prime Video. Actually, both of my movies are now on Prime Video. A Party Game, which is my first one, and A Promise That Was Broken, which was the one that I actually wrote, directed, and produced. So I just started falling in love with writing. I did a lot of research. I taught myself. And then 3 years later, I ended up, quarantine. We were on quarantine last year, and I wrote a book called
Right.
Ignite Your Love. And I was watching Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, and I'm like, oh, my book can turn into a movie. So being bored on during COVID, I ended up writing Ignite Your Love. And that became my third movie, which I'm actually premiering this Saturday. So it's just an art that I picked up that I fell in love with that I never saw coming. It's crazy because I went to school for music, but I ended up doing film. It's crazy how things work.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome though. I really like that. Oh, that is so cool. Um, what is the drive behind making films for you?
Just to be able to give opportunities for upcoming talent. I'm very big on promoting the people that are like the, what do they call, like the underdogs, the ones like that most big 20th Century Fox or Tyler Perry people, or not saying they don't get chances. I'm not saying it at all, but like most people, they expect you to already have experience or a resume that shows you've done this,
Yeah.
this, that, you've been extras in this, you've had maybe a speaking role in that. I like to take people who probably never even thought about acting and throw them in the fire. And that's what majority of the people in my movie, my first two movies are. They're people that never thought about acting, but I wanted to challenge them because I see so much in people and I wanted to push them to their full potential, especially like my first movie. The two main characters are rappers. They're like, they at the time they were like 38, 39, 40. I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? Rap your whole life? You know, you're getting older. It's time to, saying do something different or add something else to your resume. In this industry, in this day and age, we have to be multi-talented. So I had the main character, Cole Steele. I challenged him. I said, you can do this. If you can memorize lyrics, you can memorize work, lines in a movie. So, he started taking acting classes on his own. He did it. He killed the role. He did so good that I inspired him to write his own movie. And it was a huge success also a couple of years later. So it's just the drive behind seeing people happy and pushing them to their full potential for me to make and that's why I continue to make films.
Yeah, that is so cool. I seen what is that? Sandy Red is in the movie, your movie,
Yes. Look,
that you got
that's
coming
the
out.
shirt I got
I seen that
on.
she was in there.
Yeah, she's like my sister. She's a close friend of mine. She's one of my clients. I'm
She's
her
really
publicist.
cool.
Yeah, she right now she's on tour. I just hung up the phone before I talked to you. She's on tour right now with Jesus Christ Superstar on Broadway. She started that right after she came off the TV show The Voice. So she'll be here this Saturday for the premiere, but she's the main character in the movie. She plays Amore Rose, the relationship expert.
Yeah, that is so awesome. I'm glad to see that you actually got a lot of your people from Chicago that's actually in the movie. When I looked at the trailer and I thought the trailer was so cool. I said I can't wait to see this movie. Um, so what do you look for when you look for in a script?
As far I want to be different. Like this movie here, so the first movie, A Party Game, it was just me getting my feet wet. Me seeing how people respond to something different that I've never done before. Seeing the reactions out of people. So the first movie was my trial movie. It wasn't one that I wrote. Somebody else wrote it, but they took my vision, my idea of how the story is, my story idea. The second one was me getting my feet wet now with me actually writing myself to see how people react to it. And they like, oh, I love this movie more than the first one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my goodness. So now this movie, Ignite Your Love, is really my coming out movie, I say. And when I'm writing the script now, moving forward, I try and do something that's never been done or I don't see a lot of. And my movie is based off the 5 love languages. And I've done so much research, so much research, so much research. And I can't find one movie based off the 5 love languages that harps on that. I see a lot of books about it, but I don't see a movie that the whole main topic is getting people to understand each other's love language and how that can affect the relationship and why a lot of people may break up because they don't understand that, you know, when you're dealing with the 5 love languages, people don't understand that, like, if your love language is gifts, but I keep giving you words of affirmation and acts of service or physical touch, and you're never happy, like, you're never happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm always doing this and that, but they want gifts. That's what makes them happy because they want gifts all the time. So the movie really harps on that. And when I'm writing, like, I have 3 other scripts in the works. I'm just looking for stuff that I don't see out here or haven't been done. I do a lot of research first. If I think of an idea, I may go look. And if it's not done, I'll do it. If it has been done, I'll try and find a way to make it better or do something that's still similar, but will still make an impact on its own.
Okay, that sounds cool though. Yeah, somebody just wrote on there that they love the trailer. I did too. When I seen the trailer, I was just so excited. I'm like, hey, this is gonna be a good movie. Like when you go to the theater, how do you feel about that? How do you feel seeing that? You know, the excitement. How is the adrenaline going? I know you have an adrenaline rush, but
Look,
your
look,
movie is gonna go into all the theaters soon.
oh my God, when I get off the phone with you, I'm literally running to the mall to try to find the rest of my outfit because yesterday I had an interview. Today I got an interview with you. Tomorrow I got an interview with Barbara Foster. The premiere is Saturday. I got an interview with Power 92 on Sunday. It's so hectic and so crazy. We had a private screening August 7th with media, cast, crew, and sponsors. So it was a huge success. So pressure's on now because the main people there I had already knew. They were my friends, they were part of the cast, the crew, my people, basically, as you said. But to now have it open to the public, it sold out 200 people. I have people calling my phone all day, every day, trying to get tickets. People are demanding another premiere, and they haven't even watched it yet, but they heard the reviews on it from people that came on August 7th, people that have read my book. And it's just like I'm getting more like way more responses from this movie than the first. Well, the first two I got a lot of responses, but this movie is just like every movie I do, I get scared. I put the tickets on sale September 16th. The first week I may have had 20 tickets sold. I'm yelling at the cast, you're not promoting, we're not gonna sell out. And then I'm like, you know, no offense, you know, Black folks, we don't buy tickets until the last minute. And literally 200 tickets are gone in a couple of days. And I was like, okay, what is going on here? I don't have room for everybody. They was like, see, Stacey, I always panic. I'm very, Sandy tells me all the time, I panic, I freak out. I'm like, look, I just wanted to be perfect. I'm very hard on myself. I don't like to fail. So to see people smile and say, like, you taught me something in this movie. It wasn't just for women, it was for men too. For men to come up to me and say, oh my God, that movie was so good. It means a lot to me, you know.
That's a bonus right there when you got the men even saying something because it's not a male bashing movie or nothing like that. It didn't look like from the previews, from what I seen from the trailer, it don't look like it's a male bashing movie. So when you got men saying that, oh man, I have to see this. I got to see it. You know, it must be a good show. Right. So I know that I'm sure your movie gonna go around. It's gonna get to the other theaters right now. I see that it said the theater, and it's gonna be at the theater in Crestwood
Yes,
Saturday, right? So
from two.
how do you get it to the other theaters?
You say, I'm sorry. You say what?
I said, I see that your movie is coming to the Crestwood Theater. So how are you going to get it to the other theaters all around? Because I know a lot of people going to want to see this movie after they see the trailer.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm independent. So everything that's happening. Are you still there?
Just keep talking. She'll be back.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
So I'm independent, so everything is funded by me. So the rental of the movie theaters, the production of the movie, everything is funded by me. So it just all I'm trying to get a sponsor to help me tour it. I'm flying out to Atlanta next week to meet with some people so I can try and get out there at Atlanta movie theaters. So right now it's just whatever I'm funding is wherever it's gonna be at. So
Okay, let me ask you this question. What would you say you are able to do as much as you do because of your. Now, would you say that you're able to do as much as you do because of your education?
Not at all. I kind of they tell you that you don't necessarily have to go to school for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just all about talent. But see, I'm not one. I'm not an artist. I'm not a singer. I'm not a dancer. Back in high school, I was, but so I'm not a rapper. I went to school just to learn the business side of things, how to write contracts, how to consult people.
Okay, I lost your volume. I
Can you hear
lost
me?
your. Oh, I can hear you now. Come on.
Sorry. So basically, I went to school to learn the business side of things, so I could be knowledgeable. Because as a woman in this industry, a lot of men try to take advantage of you. So I didn't want to be one of the women that I didn't know what I was doing. Not having the knowledge or the education, how to write things down. So I went to school because I do a lot of research on my own. But like even with doing this movie right now, I taught myself everything I know for 7 years. But over COVID, a lot of people don't know. I was making the announcement on Saturday, but because I've done interviews, I've been making the announcements now. But I was in school for during COVID also at New York University. So I just finished school and I'm waiting on my degree now to come in the mail because I just got a degree in film and TV industry essentials. And as I went back to school for film, because I have degrees in all music and entertainment and PR. I never had one in film and TV and it didn't sit well with me. I wanted to make sure that what I was doing was right. And it makes me happy to know that everything that I was doing was already right. So that shows that with research and taking time to really get the knowledge that you want on your own and just making the time to do a lot of research, you don't even have to spend the $150,000 that I spent for 10 years to go to school when most of the stuff I was already doing already by myself, right?
Oh wow. Okay. What I was gonna ask you. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment to date?
Um, my greatest accomplishment. I would have to say never giving up because there's been a lot of times that I wanted to stop. So I feel glad that I've accomplished what I've accomplished so far. Like to do as many things that I've done in this industry over 15 years, people be like, "How do you do it?" Like I'm glad. My main thing is my accomplishments is my degrees. To be able to go to school and say that I have 2 masters and now just finished school again with a degree in film and TV. That accomplishment alone means a lot to me. One, because out of nobody else in my family went to college. Out of the 5 kids, I'm the only one. Also to make my mom and dad proud,
Mhm.
who passed away in '09, and also just to leave an impact on my daughter who will be 22 next month, to let her know like not to give up, live your dreams. And it's going to be a long road. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a lot of tiring nights, but to know that I'm still accomplishing everything that I ever wanted to is the most fulfilling thing ever.
Oh wow. Okay. Somebody said, "Is this your full-time job?"
No, I'm a special needs pre-K teacher for CPS. I work with kids 3 to 5 who have autism, Down syndrome, and behavior problems, ADHD. That's my full-time job, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 3:15, and then after that, it's all Breezy Films.
Wow. Someone asked, how do you balance the various areas of work that you do?
No sleep. No sleep whatsoever. It's not good. I'm laughing, but I'm like, woo, people be like, how do you do all that? It's a struggle. It's a struggle. But
You
if it's
said no sleep, huh?
right, if you're doing something that you love, you'll find a way. And I'm not gonna lie, I have the best coworkers. Like my movie at the end, you'll see in the credits, I dedicated the movie to my coworkers. They support me. They look out for me. I'm at work on my break, 30 minutes. I'll sacrifice eating to write a script or to write a contract or to study. Or you know what I'm saying? As soon as I get off of work, I come home and it's 8 hours at work being a teacher, and then it's 8 hours at home being entertainment.
Yeah, someone said that is awesome. She said that you walking into your dreams, so that's awesome.
Thank you.
I had another question for you. Can you let's see which one I want to go with first. If you had the opportunity to remake a classic, which one would you go for? What movie?
Good question. Man, Annie is my favorite movie of all time, but it's been remade a couple times. But I wouldn't change anything from the original classic. And then after that, Love and Basketball is my favorite movie. So I would redo Love and Basketball. Definitely, I would say that one. Actually, Love and Basketball is kind of similar to my movie, A Promise That Was Broken, because it's about love and basketball, but Promise That Was Broken is about love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, so it was kind of a little something similar to it though. But I would remake Love and Basketball definitely.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a good one.
That was a good question.
Would you have the same characters in there, or?
Oh no, I'll put my Chicago characters up in there.
Because I know what's the man said. What's that girl name? The one who played the basketball, the little basketball girl. She said that she think that Love and Basketball should be left alone. That's what she was saying in one of her interviews. They was asking her would she do the movie again, and she said no.
Yeah, I think
no, she wouldn't do it again. I think that would be a good.
Yeah, I think people remake stuff that don't even need to be remade. Like ATL 2 is getting remade, and I'm like, why? Why? Just leave it alone, okay? Like, just leave it alone.
Yeah. When you in the studio and you're doing your movies, getting ready to do your movies, do you guys stick to the script, or do you, when you shoot your movie, do you stick to the script, or do you change it up a little? You allow them to change it up, your character, your actors to change it up just a little.
Oh, definitely, because some of the lingo is not the lingo you're supposed to use. So like with the guys, like it's easy for me to write for girls, but it's kind of hard to write for guys. But I do a pretty good job. But sometimes they be laughing like, Breezy, come on now, we don't talk like this. I said, well, you know what to do when we get on set. As long as you sticking mainly to the main part of the script, do your little lingo, your slang. I don't care, whatever. I'm just writing the basics. And then when we go shoot, you know what I'm saying? We're in rehearsals. They'll tell me like, Breezy, can I do this? And I'll say yay or nay. As long as it doesn't get off script, then we're good to go.
Okay, I'm gonna play one of her. Why don't I play one of her ads until she comes back? Today's show is brought to you by
Mother Daughter Teen Books LLC, providing enjoyable reading and learning for all age groups and demographics. Encouraging your child to read at an early age can impact their overall success and joy by instilling in them a love and passion for reading that can begin at home. Order your books today. That's motherdaughterteamllc.com. Also available on Amazon.
I don't know what's going on with my thing today. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, do you have any advice for any new filmmakers out here today?
My thing is dealing with new filmmakers. First of all, don't give up. Don't feel like you can't do it if you don't have a budget. Because, like I say, I'm self-funded everything for 15 years. I have never had a big backing as far as sponsors or investors. When I've had sponsors, it's been mainly like, okay, they let me use a location or something like that. But as far as money wise, it has I have never had it in 15
Mhm.
years somebody to back anything that I've done. I don't like owing people either. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not a sponsor, I don't prefer investors. But I'll just advise them like you can do it. You know what I'm saying? If you take some classes, if I knew this question was gonna be asked, it was a workshop that's offered through the city of Chicago. If you're in Chicago, that offers different film
Mhm.
classes or workshop classes on how to screenwrite, how to how to shoot, how to edit. I'm actually, as of January 1st, I'll be launching to my new business, which is entertainment consulting. So I'll be helping people like where they can download different
Mhm.
templates and stuff on stuff dealing with filmmaking, things dealing with production, dealing with music, PR, everything entertainment. But just read
Mhm.
up knowledge. You don't necessarily have to go to school for it. It's good to have that knowledge in the back so you can always stay up to date with things and current in the field, depending on what you're trying to get into with the industry as far as film, whether it's production, whether it's editing, videography, directing, producing, it's different realms. But if they don't want to go to school, I would just say take some classes, just Google. That's the biggest thing that I do. I Google everything. Google filmmaking classes, filmmaking workshops, and then I just self-taught myself until I decided just to go back to see if I was doing everything right, and I was. So thank God. So yeah, just do a lot of research, and then if you know somebody in the industry or whatever that's in filmmaking, ask for like a coach or a mentor to mentor you. Search on
Yeah.
Instagram filmmaker. You search filmmaker, all these filmmakers will come up. Just send them a DM and let them know what you're trying to do and see if you can like maybe shadow them one day, give some advice, and just it's all about networking.
Okay. Yeah, that is so true. That networking is so important in any field. Any field you're trying to get into, it's good to network with folks.
Right.
Which filmmaker has influenced you the most and why?
I don't really. This question has been asked a lot, and I be torn with it. It's like I don't really pay attention to which filmmaker has really influenced me because I like to do everything. Like I don't like to look at other people.
Mhm.
Like I watch a movie and stuff, I may analyze it, but it's not what they did to
Mhm.
influence me. You know what I'm saying? I do like Courtney Kim, who writes like one
Okay.
of the writers and shows of producers of Power. I do like Ava DuVernay. I love Will Smith is my favorite actor. Denzel Washington. I love reality TV. So Mona Scott Young. I love the fact that what they do, but no, it's not one person that I can sit and say like you're the reason that made me want to get into filmmaking. As far as a writer or something like that, it's like I say, it just things just fall into my lap. Like I wanted to do my daughters used to model, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a company like that represents what she did. And I started my modeling company. I started managing people. I'm doing things because I'm testing myself to see what it is that I have a passion for, not because I saw somebody else. Um, but the only thing that I can say that did, I wouldn't say a writer, but an episode that made me say that I love film, TV, and reality shows is Fresh Prince of Bel Air. When
Mhm.
Will Smith did the episode, which
Yeah.
happened to come on TV yesterday, when his father was supposed to come get him and he left. And Will Smith showed so much emotion
Okay.
crying when he acted that role out because his father
Emotion.
left. And Uncle Phil had to
Yeah.
hold him. And he like, why doesn't he love me? Like, I believed him, and I felt that, and I felt that passion, and it was so believable. And ever since then, that's what I take from that, and I put into my characters and my art, my cast. I need you to bring that emotion out. I needed to come by so believable that these people in this audience is gonna feel what I was trying to portray in the movie. So like I said, I don't really have a specific person, but that one episode though did inspire me to want to do film.
Wow. Yeah, that episode did it. I was in tears when I seen that one because he act that part out so like it was so real. It made you feel like this was really happening to him. And I cried. And I actually cried because of that. Yeah, that was.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the reason it brought out that emotion, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, is because his father wasn't in his life. So he was able to feel those emotions because it felt like his real father was walking out with him. I can't remember if that was real or not, or if somebody had just said that to make it up or said that something or whatever. But if that is, that's probably why it came out like that. But oh my goodness, it was everything. It was everything for me.
Yeah. That's probably what he did. He probably drew from what his past experience was.
Yeah.
But somebody had a question here. They said, what type of capital do they need to make them film?
Well, that goes back to what I said. Like, you know, it depends on a lot of it depends on how, if it's, is it a short film? Is it a feature film? Is it a pilot? Is it a TV show? Is it a movie? Is it a reality show? Like for instance, with mine, you know what I'm saying? It all depends on how many locations you got. Are you paying your cast? Because my first two movies were fully sponsored. The only thing that I came off of money was the videographer. Everybody sponsored their time because they believed in my vision, believed in my dream, believed in the script. And they, you know what I'm saying, they love the fact that I was giving them an opportunity. So my first two movies basically were free outside of what I paid the videographer to shoot it and edit it. This third movie, I told myself that I wanted to start paying the cast. So, you know what I'm saying, I paid all the cast. And then, you know what I'm saying, like little stuff, like little props and stuff that I bought. My movie is very detailed. Like one scene in my movie, I ordered 20,000 roses, 20,000 rose petals. So it was very intricate. So I had to, you know, paying for stuff like that. So it just all depends on how much you want in your movie, how many locations, how detailed, is it explosions, is it this and that. So it can range from all fully sponsored, if you got supporters, to millions of dollars.
Oh, okay. So you can actually film a movie all in one spot, right?
Yep.
That can be done, right?
Hey, look, this movie right now that you see, the movie that plays on Saturday, Ignite Your Love, I'm sitting in my living room right now, right? My living room was used as Fail. Fail is the father in the movie. He's a lead singer of Public Announcement, the group Public Announcement. His house scene was my living room.
Okay.
But my living room was also turned into the sip and paint room at one point. Then the dining room right here to the side of me was Sandy's dining room for her so-called house. The kitchen was still the scene for Fail's. The bedroom was Sandy's room, but the room next to that was her sister's supposedly room in the movie, her friend's room in the movie. So I used my house for almost 4 or 5 scenes. But in the movie, it looked like 4 or 5 different locations. You know what I'm saying? But it was all one. I mean, it's one location, but in the movie, it looked like 4 or 5 different scenes. So yeah, when you ain't got a budget, you gotta work with what you can work with.
Wow. Okay. That sounds like what Tyler Perry did. He did the same thing when he made one of his movies. I forgot which one it was, and they said that he used his whole house for everything. He used his house for the one of the movies. I think that's cool. That is so cool.
Thank you.
If is there a book that you would love to make a film out of?
Yeah, I did it already. My book. my book is Ignite Your Love, the love challenge for couples that I wrote over quarantine. I have 2 volumes out. One came out in April, one came out in June.
So cool.
And I took that book and turned it into a movie. So
And it's so interesting. I guess we're gonna have to go to the sponsors until she can come back into the screen.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm going to just play a commercial. She'll be right back, okay? I'd like to welcome you to the Church of What's Happening Now, right here on the west side of Chicago in the Austin community, where we have a special guest that is going to entertain us in song. She is somebody's grandma, the cooking grandma, better known as Grandma Lala. Sing that song, Grandma.
Down by the riverside, down by the riverside, I'm gonna lay down my burdens. Down by the riverside, down by the riverside, gonna study no more, no more. Oh, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Getting so hot.
You
The
can't
roof,
sing.
the roof is on fire. We don't need
You
no
can't
water.
sing
Let
those
the
song in here.
mind is telling me no. But my body is telling me yes, baby. I don't want to hurt nobody,
I'm not trying to
but
be
there's
rude.
something,
I'm not trying to be rude, but
that I must confess.
Cut her mic.
I don't see nothing
you can't sing those songs
wrong with a
in here.
little bump and
This is
grind.
the church of what's happening now.
What you said, baby?
This is the church
You
of
don't
what's
know who I am, do you? I'm Grandma Lala, baby. I can sing wherever at anybody's church. I don't have to sing at your church. I don't have to sing here. By the riverside, I'm gonna lay down my burdens. Down by the riverside, study no more, no more.
I tell you, the devil is truly busy today. Now, I ain't had no problem with this thing all week long. Now, today it just decides to do its thing. But you know what? We're going to still keep on pushing because the Lord is still in control. And we're going to keep on pushing until we see the Lord
Can you hear me?
Okay, I think her screen may be frozen.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was
I,
here. I was watching and hearing everything. I don't know what happened.
yeah, I think her screen may be frozen. And she was saying that she hadn't had a problem with it all week. Okay. But, you're going to have technical difficulties when you are doing a live broadcast. But I'm quite sure she might log off and come back on.
Okay.
So why don't I say, have all your films have you shot films here, done films here in Chicago? I have all the films been done here in Chicago.
Yes, they have.
Okay. So doing films here in Chicago, you usually have to have like a location manager or location person that goes out and find locations. Did I hear you say that you were fortunate enough to use locations that you own yourself or friends that help you with locations and shooting the movies?
Yeah, I just contacted like different places around here. Like my movie, I try to make my movies as simple as possible right now because there is not no big budget. There isn't a big budget.
Mhm.
So most of the places that I use are either friends' houses, my house, my businesses, or either like local place. I've been out here all my life, so I know a lot of different venues and businesses from being in the entertainment industry for 15 years.
Mhm.
So a lot of people just look out for me. So I'm able to utilize those places. Thank God.
Okay, I guess because it's such a great thing that you're here in Chicago and
Mhm.
that you are using a local talent because there's a lot of talent right
Yeah.
here in Chicago that needs to be exposed.
Yeah.
So, uh, in the comment section, if you don't mind, uh, someone wants to know, say, please give us your information so that they can follow you.
Okay, I don't have a way to. I don't. It won't allow me to write it in there, so I'll just say it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I could put it in the private chat, but it's not letting
Yeah,
me
put
do it
it
in
in.
the.
If you put it in the private chat, then I will transfer it to the
Okay,
local chat. Okay.
let me do
So
that.
how do you get your local talent here in Chicago? Do you have a web page that they can go to and do private auditions, or how is that done?
So normally, it depends. Mostly, I handpick people. I watch a lot of people and things that they do, um, and I'll handpick them. Like, I'll just reach out to them on social media. But otherwise, I'll just hold auditions and I'll just post it on one of my media sites or on my website.
Okay. So you have several different websites and media sites that they can follow, right?
Yeah, so Instagram is Breezy Dolls. So it's BreezyDolls on Instagram. Facebook is Stacy Balls Diamond Gill. And my website is still getting built, but it's some stuff on there now. The trailers and movies and stuff in my bio is breezyfilms.org.
Okay, let me go over and post this where everybody can see it in the comment section. Uh, I'm gonna post this first one, and then you can when I put it up, I hope you can see it, and then you can tell them exactly. Am I right? This is the Facebook one right here.
Yeah, Facebook. Yep, Stacy Balls Diamond Gill.
Okay, so they can follow you there. Now I'm gonna put this next one up, and
Which is
oh,
Instagram, Breezy Dolls.
okay, Breezy Dolls. This is Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, let me get this, and then we'll put this up so they can follow you here. This is Instagram. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then let me go back and get the last one. www.breezyfilms.org.
Yes.
Okay. And we'll put that in the comment section for those that are interested in following. Or I don't know, they may have some talent. Who knows?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So do you have a project that's coming up very, very soon or in the near future in case?
Yes, I just got through filming a reality show that I was hired to direct and produce called Raising Royalty. So right now we're shopping that to the different networks, and then I'm about to get started my entertainment consulting business. So I'm about to kind of like steer away from social media for like almost like around November 1st to January 1st, just to get everything together to launch January 1st. And then, but I have more movies in the works. I have a dance movie for kids called Trends. I actually wrote that in 2017. I'm just waiting for the right moment to film that. I actually was supposed to film it this year, but then I got the offer for Raising Royalty to produce and direct. And then I have a video vixen movie called Mocha, and then a movie called Hungry as Rapper that'll be coming out.
Okay, I noticed that you got several awards from film festivals.
Yes.
Um, how did you, uh, I guess, how did you enter those films in the film festival? Did you do that or did somebody do that for you?
I did. It's a site that you go on to enter for competitions for festivals called Film Freeway. Film FILM Freeway FREEWAY.com. So
Okay.
that has thousands of film festivals around the world, international also. So you just go on there and enter. I entered 18 of them for the movie Ignite Your Love, and I won 11 of them.
So you entered in 18 film festivals,
Yes.
and are you out of 18, you won 11?
Yes.
That is exceptionally well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, did you say some of the movies were on? I don't know. I was sitting in the background. So did I hear you say some of them were on different channels like Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime, both films, A Part of the Game and A Promise That Was Broken, and they're
Okay.
on YouTube
Why
as well.
don't you? Okay. Why don't you put those in the chat? Why don't you put
Okay.
those in the chat? Those two movies in the chat, so people will know where to find them, and I will put them on the screen. Okay. Laura is back. I'm out of here.
Okay.
There she is. Oh, wait a minute.
It's truly busy today, y'all. And I don't usually I haven't had no problems like this, and it's just keep going out. I don't know why, but it's okay. I'm not gonna sweat over it. God is still in control.
I
But
know
yeah,
that's right.
I forget. Yeah, you just, I mean, some things you have no control over, and you just have to keep on moving anyway, and keep on saying, "Hey, I'm gonna keep on doing this until I get it right."
Yes.
Till I figure out all the little kinks, get all the kinks out. That was one of the questions I had for you too. Have you ever had to handle difficult conflicts in your career? Something similar
Of
to it,
course.
yeah.
It ain't the entertainment if you ain't got no drama or conflict. Whew. Oh goodness.
Yeah,
But yes, I
yeah,
have, but I don't like to harp on negative stuff. So I just take it in stride and just keep
uh-huh.
on pushing and just move forward.
That's right. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it like this. I said, you know what? This is something I want to do. I want to get is this. I guess the laptop decided today it want to play games and stuff. So, but I'm gonna keep on going through it. I'm gonna keep on until I get it right, and I'll figure out what I need to do to get it right. But I'm like,
Mhm.
man, I ain't had this problem earlier. But yeah, but that is so exciting though. I'm like I feel like I've known you forever because I guess because my excitement for you, because this is something that I want to do as well. I wanted to I'm interested in turning one of my books into a movie, but
Oh, okay.
I just don't know where to begin, and so I'm so excited for you.
Oh, thank you. And if you need any advice, that's what I'm here for.
Okay, all right. Well, it was good having you on the show today. I'm so glad that you came on and talked to us, and I'm sure a lot of people had a lot of questions that they asked, and that wanted to get answered and stuff, and they was excited just like I was. And
Thank you so much for having me.
wow,
I
this
really
is I'm excited to see your movie. I'm really
thank,
excited to see the new movie.
thank you
Yeah,
so much.
you said the other movies are a Promise That Was Broken. Okay, so that's it's on those are there on Netflix,
No, they're on Amazon
or
Prime
that's
and
somewhere
YouTube.
you just put that in, or what?
Yeah, you just type them in, they'll come up on Amazon Prime or YouTube. Can you hear me? I think she's frozen. But guys, yeah, you can go on Amazon Prime, you can go on YouTube, type in A Promise That Was Broken or either A Part of the Game. They both should pop up. If you have any problems and can't find the movie, just reach out to me on one of the social media sites. My Instagram, Breezy Dowls, or Facebook, Stacy Boss Diamond Gill. If you need any assistance. Or if you're even just interested in being in any of my next coming movies.
All right. So we have the movies up there. A promise that was what was that? Promise that was broken.
Yes.
A part of the game, all on Amazon Prime. And
Thank
Ignite Your Love is coming out Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, so tonight I'm gonna go and check those films out because I am a Amazon Prime, even though I'm Netflix too, but I'm gonna make sure that I go and watch the films.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. It is a pleasure that you've taken time out to come back inspirational talks with Laura
Thank you.
Simmons, the author, and give your time and let everyone know that not only do we have a film director here in Chicago, but a woman of color,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
a
Yes.
young sister doing
Thank,
great things, right?
thank you.
And somebody that is willing to work with, should we say, I won't call you an underdog, but I'll call us, because I'm included. We are not the people at the top, but we're not the people at the bottom,
Right.
but we are in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. And that you've taken your time to come out and
You're
share
welcome.
yourself with us. It's such a great thing. I mean, it is such a
So
great thing.
much for having me. I really appreciate it for taking the time out to allow me to talk about my films and my upcoming film. Because all the exposure I can get, baby, I'm taking it. Okay.
Because listen, it's an education for all. And believe me, you coming out today sharing your story, you have helped somebody. And that's what it's all
Oh,
about. Okay?
thank you.
All right. Okay, I want to thank everybody for logging on to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons. I want to remind everybody that the show was brought to you by friends of Laura Simmons, and you too can be a friend of Laura Simmons. Make sure that you go and like her page, Laura Simmons, the author. Like her page, share the video, and we will see you next Thursday at 5:30. Until then,
Bye.
have a great evening. Bye bye,
Have a good
y'all.
one, everybody.
Mhm.